Hey, this is Chris with Uneducated Hero Talk on the Uneducated Network. Man, this weekend has been a busy weekend. If anybody's been paying attention to Comic Con, there's been so many trailers out there from movies to shows from all different genres, from some heroes to scary to suspenseful. It's all different types. But we're going to be hitting on the superhero shows because this is Hero Talk. Okay? So the first two, and we're gonna focus on the movie trailers today because there's been a lot of trailers out there, and frankly, I don't have a lot of time to talk about it because if I talk about all the trailers, I'm going to be here over an hour. But I'm going to just talk about the movies. First, we're gonna talk about Thor Ragnarok. Man, how excited how excited are y'all? Man, Thor Ragnarok. What y'all think of it? It looked good to me, but I mean, they showed some old footage of the other trailers, but they showed a lot more. And man, you see that Bruce Banner, when Thor's talking to Bruce Banner, it's like Bruce Banner don't know where he's at. He don't know what's going on. So it's like make you think, well, how long has he been in the Hulk form? He wakes up, he's like, man, where am I at? And you already know he's not on Earth. So how did he get on Earth? I mean, how did he get off of Earth? And when he got off of Earth, was he in the Hulk form? And if he was in Hulk form, how was a ship able to hold him to transport him all that way? And then, another question that you raised up at the end of the trailer, you finally see Hulk talk. Now he's talking, holding a little conversation with Thor. Now that never happened, you in the movies. In the movies, you never see Hulk really talk. You see Hulk say Hulk smash and a couple of words here and there. But you see Hulk right talking this broken down English. It was like, man, he had to been a Hulk form for a long time and had to start holding conversation of his own. Another thing that makes you think that is you see Hulk friend in there. You see Korg in there. That blue looking rock creature they have holding that gun in the preview. That's Hulk fighting buddy. So what I like about Thor Ragnarok, it's not just when you hear Thor and you're just thinking this is gonna be a Thor movie. Hulk's in it just as much as Thor. It's a buddy buddy movie. Just like they had Captain America Civil War. That was like Captain America and Iron Man. It's gonna be like that. You see Hulk all through the preview. Man, you see more imagery of Valkyrie, and that looks good. I'm more excited to see what they're gonna do with her because man, she has some potential stuff like that, and she looked like she kicked some ass, man. Right when she crashed down that spaceship, it looked like she's gonna be having some good fight sequences. Looked like in the beginning she lost in the battle with Helena because you see her falling from the horse, but that's probably the beginning. That's probably the beginning scene of a battle that's when Helena destroyed their people. That's why she falls from grace and stuff like that. But then you guys see, like I said, Helena, the goddess of death. That's a bad mamma jamma, bro. That's a bad woman right there. It's going to take them all for them to be able to stop her, and they're not even going to be able to stop her because if you know anything about the comic book history, that's not the end of her at all. Her and Thanos have a little thing that goes on. They have a little thing that go on. So, and they probably will dig. They probably will go into that in the future movies. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Man, you see a lot more of the Grandmaster, which it looks good. You ever see you see him sitting on the side of Loki, so you may think it was Loki working with him at a point in time, but you also see him holding up. He was in chains, and you see it looked like Thor probably had to liberate him, and but you also see him and Thor side to side, with the cannon blasters working together, and then like that big money shot where you see Thor, Valkyrie, Hulk, and actually Loki together look like they're coming up probably to hell on the opposite side after they probably killed all her people off, messed her people up and stuff. Man, but the movie looks so exciting, man. It has a lot of different things in there. Uh, man, now we're gonna get onto the Justice League because that's the trailer that's the movie I'm really excited to see out of both of them. If I had to pick one or the other, Justice League would be that one. Man, watching that trailer just gave me goosebumps, man. It was over 4 minute trailer, so it had you pumped. It first starts off with a bank robbery scene, and then man, some dude tried to hit one woman to hit it, and it wasn't like and it would have been cool if she tried to dodge it, but it just hit it, and like she just like trying like man, like it didn't phase her. Like she's like I like that. What'd you do this weekend, Helen? Nothing, just the usuals, kick and smash, just the usual. But no, but man, it looks real good. And then outside to see that And Famous Scare, you see that they had the mother box, the boom box, and that's when you see the first images of Steppenwolf. Man, he looked bad, bro. He looked big and stuff like that. So you finally get to see imagery of him, which we didn't know how he was gonna look. We still know how his face and everything's gonna look, but man, you can tell that he's gonna have a good body build where he gonna be easy to throw these people around, make it look like he can take 4 or 5 people at the same time. Which that's why you ultimately probably at the end Superman's gonna have to come in and help him, which I'm hoping. Um, but then you actually hear Steppenwolf talking, and he said this, this Earth doesn't have any more protectors, no more lanterns, no more Kryptonians, no more lanterns. Boy, when they said no more lanterns, I'm telling you, I was like at that moment like, hold on, huh? Yeah, I had to make sure that they said lanterns that many times because I was like, man, lanterns, good. So now that we already know that they're gonna have, if they're not gonna have a Green Lantern in there, they will have references of Green Lantern. That makes me think that probably in the beginning of the movie that they're gonna have a history of Earth, and it's gonna tell you how Earth has been protected. This galaxy has been protected from the Lantern Corps. And what I'm hoping they don't try to reboot the Green Lantern movie. Man, just leave the Green Lantern movie as it is. Just move on from it. Move on from Hal Jordan, and you go right into John Stewart. That would be the perfect way to do it. Because ultimately in the comic books, Hal Jordan got promoted to be instead of just protecting the Earth, he was actually protecting the galaxy, the same galaxy Earth was in. So, but you still need another lantern to protect Earth. So then you just do that, and you have John Stewart. Hal Jordan's off in a different galaxy doing his fight, and you don't even have to bring him back in or anything. Or you could in the future if Ryan Reynolds ever wanted to come back, but I don't think he's gonna come back. He's good with Deadpool, which I'm happy him with Deadpool. I'd be happy to see them both, but he's good Deadpool. Man, and let me see. There's a lot of different things. Man, you see a lot more imagery of Cyborg. Man, Cyborg look like that's good because they need to do that because they show like 2 or 3 little scenes of Cyborg before, but you actually see him a chance for him to take over the Nightcrawler, and he's like, "Don't worry, Jeffrey." I said Jeffrey, Alfred. Don't worry, Alfred. I just watched Fresh Prince of Bel Air, so Jeffrey, Alfred, Butler. But he's like, Alfred, I got this. And he's like, who's this? Do I know you? And but it looks good. It looks like all the characters look like they have the characters right, their personalities. And then when they actually showed the Flash, when his little line, they say, "Oh, y'all ready to do battle?" It's like I'm not used to doing battle. I'm just used to pushing people and running real fast. I'm like, they got him on the head because they haven't had a Flash movie, so they haven't known anything about his powers too much. So they still got him in that kid mode. Hey, he's not a fighter, and that's what he needs to be if they had a movie about him first. So he must have just got his power. So I'm happy that they're taking that note. Man, there's a lot of different things about Justice League. I say that trailer got me feeling real good. What movie are you more excited to see? Is it Justice League or is it Thor Ragnarok? Are you gonna see both of them? I mean, if you're like me, I'm going to see both of them. But if you had to pick one, which one would it be? Me personally, it's Justice League. But let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about this idea. I'm actually thinking about doing another thing. It's not going to be called Uneducated Hero Talk. It's going to be called Uneducated Oldies. And what I would do, I'll just give a little information about. I'm going to pick an old school song. Either I'll pick up the first couple weeks, but after that, I'm hoping y'all give me some advice. Pick out a song. I'll tell you when the song was made, tell you when it was out, how many different versions they have of the song. But I'll do my own little rendition, do my own version of that song for y'all, and y'all let me know how y'all like it. Let me know if y'all think that's a good idea or not, and if y'all think it's a good idea, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But thank y'all for taking the time.